There's some kids playing in the snow outside, and it's reminding me why I hate the snow. So anyway, welcome back to my channel, guys. Hi, I'm Bekah. You may know me from my Instagram, Fitness Fanatic. Today, I wanted to talk about my journey with pulmonary hypertension and the rare disease that is Eisenmenger's syndrome. This combination of both a hole in my heart, known as a VSD, and pulmonary hypertension is how you get Eisenmenger's syndrome. So my pH was onset because of the VSD, which was not found at birth. My VSD is 80% of the wall of my heart between the two chambers, and I do not have a murmur because of its size. Because of this, the blood shunts across between the two chambers, and I actually get very low oxygen saturations. In addition to that, I have pulmonary hypertension, which was caused because of the VSD. Sometimes pulmonary hypertension, and very frequently pulmonary hypertension, does not have a known cause. However, in my situation, it does. And it was likely that I developed PH right at birth, but it was not discovered until just before my third birthday. Back in the 90s, kids did not get echoes or EKGs unnecessarily, so having no murmur, there was no reason for any doctors to suspect that there was something wrong with my heart, and they didn't really look into the situation at all. Of course, pulmonary hypertension does not always need to be genetic, and you can read more information at the Pulmonary Hypertension Association website just below. Now, what exactly is pulmonary hypertension? Pulmonary hypertension, or PAH, pulmonary arterial hypertension, is high blood pressure in the arteries of the lungs and can lead to things like shortness of breath, chest pain, swelling in the legs, and an overall feeling of fatigue. There is no known cure for PH, although doctors and researchers are working towards this. However, there are a number of treatments that are used to open up those arteries and allow more blood flow so that you can get better oxygenation and better flow around your body. So as I said in my first video, each survivor of this disease has a very different story. We have a very different experience with how it hits us, and we all look very different. The disease is so unique and really impacts us all so differently that no two experiences will look identical. For me personally, I can't do really any cardio. However, I am able to do some light exercise. So I do lift weights, I do some walking, and outside of this pandemic, when I'm actually really going to the gym every day, I do try to keep my cardio function up as much as possible because I do find that really helps me with my breathing and just getting around. In addition to doing cardio things at the gym, I am part of several choirs, and I've actually tried to maintain that during this work from home period and this stay inside period of our lives. So I am in 2 choirs at the moment, and they're both virtual. I have found, however, that my singing has still decreased significantly because I'm just not walking, I'm just not doing the same cardio exercises that I was doing before all of this started. However, singing really does help with that lung function because you really have to work your diaphragm, you really have to try and expand those lungs, so I find personally that that's something that works for me. If you are new to the Pulmonary Hypertension Survivor Network, welcome. This will be a journey, and you will have your very own journey, but we will all be here to support you. There are Facebook groups as well if you want additional support, and absolutely you can reach out to me or comment below if you would like to hear any more information or have specific questions about this disease. So one of the things with PH is the importance of having a support system, and so for me, I've been very lucky that I have my parents and my sisters, and they really are just the absolute best network to have. One of the biggest things for me is positivity, and I try to take on this disease with as much positivity as possible. One of the hardest things growing up as a kid was that nobody understands what you're going through. No other kids have had to experience it, and this is an invisible illness, so nobody can exactly see what it is you're trying to tell them. You have to become your own biggest advocate for PH. If you have to park in the disabled spot, or if you have to carry your oxygen with you some days, you really just have to grow a thick skin for the fact that some people are not going to understand your situation, and some people really don't care to understand your situation. As a child, that was particularly difficult because you want to fit in, you want to run around, you want to participate in all the activities, but it is really important to just learn your boundaries and that was something that took me a while to do. As an adult, I'm now very vocal about what I need. I absolutely have no fear of telling people what my lung disease is or what my situation is, but I absolutely also understand that people don't always want to be as upfront about that kind of thing. So find what works for you and find what you're comfortable with, and again, find that support network. Every year I do a fundraiser for my birthday, and this year on February 11th, that is no different. I will continue to do a fundraiser for my birthday, and that fundraising money, of course, always goes to Pulmonary Hypertension Association. This year, however, I'm doing something a little bit different with that money, and it's going all in memory of a young woman named Haylee York, who lost her battle to pulmonary hypertension on February 11th of 2020. So if you are interested in joining that link and donating towards my team, where the money will be matched and then donated back into Haylee's ultimate page, all in memorial of Haylee, check out my link below for the fun walk with Haylee. Again, this is a fundraiser I do every year for Pulmonary Hypertension Association. Just this year, it's going in memory of somebody else who really made an impact on the community, made an impact in all of the support groups, and we want to keep her memory alive and want to thank her family for continuing to support and continuing to fight for the rest of us. So on that very sad note, I'm actually going to end this video here. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you want to see more about pH, please comment below, subscribe to my channel so that you get more of the information when I'm posting videos, and I promise I'll put something lighthearted here next week. And in the meantime, stay safe, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.